Hello, I am Curtius Roberts, and someone recently asked me what is my schedule or what is my pre-planning like before going on a long trip. Now, there's quite a few things that need to be done before you go on an overlanding trip, especially across basically the whole country, from Hoedspruit to the Northern Cape. If I'm not mistaken, it's 4 or 5 provinces, so half of South Africa's provinces. It's over 1,500 kilometers, and I'm going to be gone from home for 21 days. My car weighs 3 tons and my trailer weighs 2 tons, so I'm looking at 5 tons. Then I have 5 cameras, I have batteries and cables and a computer. I have to take a bag for shoes, a bag for clothes. I'm trying to learn how to cut down, especially on the clothes and shoes part. Because you can reuse things. But the thing is, there's not really washing machines, and if there are, they're very expensive because I'm going into the wilderness. Most of the places that I'll be staying is in a game reserve or in a nature place. There will be 1 or 2 nights where it's like in an Airbnb or booking.com in a town, and that's just a stop overnight and there's not enough time to do washing, or very rarely there's time to do shopping. So most of my shopping is done here because I like shopping here in Hoedspruit. I know it, I'm familiar with it, and then I just pack everything and keep it stored away. So the only thing that I'll buy will be essentials that I couldn't get or fresh stuff. So this is my studio. It's currently a bit chaotic because I'm trying to get myself together here. There's so many things to pack. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Let's go over here and turn the fan off so that we got some peace and quiet, and there we have it. Alright, actually we might need more light, so the only way we're gonna get that right is if we go over here. Okay, ladies and gents, this is what I'm up to. Busy packing my bag. I'm doing all my clothes this side. I've got sleeping shirts there, pants there, and right, so there's my table. Starting to sort all my stuff, choose my books, all that stuff. There's my bags to divide. There's my camera boxes. Got things charging over here. So now we're into the real stuff, showing you the real authentic behind the scenes. I've got a little chalkboard over here that gives me my inspiration. So my process is basically packing a bag that I can find what I want to wear and not think about it too much, because the least amount of decisions that I can make in a day, the better, because there's so many decisions to make anyway, like road choices and food and all that stuff. So basically just limit the amount of decisions so that there's less load on the brain. I've got to take torches, I've got to take journals, I've got to take books to read, water bottles, all my camera stuff. Yeah, and everything's got to have a place in the car. So lists definitely help, but then also baby steps is something that I highly suggest. So start by, like this table. I've put everything that I want to put into bags all together on this table. So it's on the table, and then it goes in the bag, and then it goes in the car. So it's like a 3-step process. It could be a 5-step, it could be a 7-step, but basically just do things in steps. The thing is, it's like September, so it's warm, but it's not warm. So like the days can be 30. Of the driveway, you can give me the camera, just use your phone. So then I have one portrait one shot. Much appreciated. Brendan Roberts did my stickers for me, so guys, definitely go and follow him and give him a big thank you from me, because he's amazing. Thank you. Okay. Hello. Yo, ladies and gents, I'm not gonna lie, it has been a day and a half. It's now 8 o'clock. I had to drive speed limit the whole way to get here. I really didn't have enough time. And I had to focus a lot to get here. Sorry, bug. And I don't usually eat late at night. Unless I'm feeling like I need to just give myself something to make myself feel pleasured and safe. So I've got some fruit here. Banana and blueberries and pineapple and pawpaw and my healthy homemade granola. It's boss. Got cranberries and coconut shards, and then I've also got 2 little rusks here. Also vegan coconut seed rusks. And I'm gonna sit here and watch some YouTube and then pass out. See you tomorrow. Where? Oh yeah, I also wanted to say that life is hard. I've been feeling a little bit sad, I'm not gonna lie. But it's weird because it's like 2 extremes. I feel really sad and really, not sad in a bad way, but sad like, yo, this is hard and it's pushing me. Like I've been cut on my there. I've been cut over there, and I got burned today. And today, wow, my step goal is 12,200. Today I did 11,000, so I've almost done my step goal. I've done my step goal, which is over 10,000, 11. I've done like 13, 14,000 steps every single day since Monday. So I'm just really exhausted. But on the other hand, I'm so happy to be on this trip, and I'm so happy to be going to the Kgalagadi. So I really, yeah, I don't think that should stop anyone from being sad though. Like, things are good, it doesn't mean that you can't feel sad. Sometimes they work together. Like when you're sad, you can still smile, and when you're happy, you can still feel a little bit sad. Go watch the movie Inside Out by Disney, Pixar. It's amazing. Good morning. It is now day 2. This is my little hut. I actually slept quite well. I had some crazy dreams, and I ate myself into oblivion last night. And I'm very grateful to my stomach that it's not upset with me. I woke up this morning. I wanted to sleep in. I didn't sleep in. I did maybe 10 minutes, and then I got myself going. I'm not going to shower or have coffee or anything. I've just got myself decent, cleaned up, packed the car, and I'm going to go for a drive, come back, stretch, make some food, do some work. See you guys then. Ladies and gents, I have found a leopard. Oh, there's moving now. It's amazing. So cool. I think it's marking territory. Let me go back. Here we are, fam dam. Managed to find 4 lions at, I call it Shittlehave Dam. I'm not sure if that's Shittlehave. It's, yeah. And there is 1 older male, unless he's just a little bit more mature, because he's got a bigger mane, and then 2 younger males, and then there's a juvenile, which is somewhere that direction. It's amazing. They have definitely eaten something. Their bellies are full. There's a lot of vultures around, and they were quite far away. Then they went to drink water, and they walked along the dam wall. Really, really cool. There we go. Check there. The trailer. I had to move that thing. First I put it in that parking when I got here. Then I had to roll it down this hill. We tried to get it up onto that lip, onto that little pavement didn't work, and then eventually managed to put it there. Literally, that thing is so heavy. Game drive, afternoon game drive, afternoon game drive. Good morning from the Kruger National Park, Pretoriuskop. Cheers, ladies and gents. Today I get to show you me drinking coffee. Wow, what a spectacular sight. A human being drinking amazing coffee. Ooh, my gosh, I thought that was something on top of my mouth. Look at the sun over there. Yes, it is sunrise, and I have left Pretoriuskop, trailer in tow, and unfortunately I'm not going to be able to show you guys the Pretoriuskop pool. I did swim at the pool, it wasn't yesterday, the day before, but I forgot to take the camera, and I was too lazy to go back and get it. And this is just like something, if you're too lazy to do something, you probably won't get another chance. And I never got another chance. So I'll have to show you next time. You'll have to stay tuned for next time, because I'll definitely be coming back here. I really want to try and find more serval, and I want to try and find the sable more often. So if I come spend 4 or 5 nights here, I really think I could get 2 serval or 3 serval and the sable 3 or 4 times. Much love, have a great day, stay tuned, because today we're making our way to Johannesburg, sleeping the night in Johannesburg, and then tomorrow we're going to In 1902, Stephen Hamilton was granted a 2-year leave of absence from the Scottish military to set about restoring and rehabilitating the Kruger National Park. The Kruger National Park only became a national park in 1926, which protected it, but during the Boer War, animals were decimated here. So Stephen Hamilton, he got nicknamed Skukuza, and in memory of him, the main camp in Kruger National Park is Skukuza, because he was the first ever warden of the Kruger National Park. 2 years turned into 44 years of wildlife welfare, and he did some of the most amazing things. He became very, very well known, and his task from the very beginning was to make himself unpopular with the hunters and with the poachers in the Kruger National Park, and that's why he was nicknamed Skukuza, which means he who changes things. Troublemaker, change maker. It's absolutely amazing. Thank you so much to Stephen Hamilton, because if it wasn't for him, Kruger National Park wouldn't be what it is today. Good afternoon, ladies and gents. I'm at Millie's rest stop. It's a Caltex garage here off the highway, 250 kilometers from Nelspruit, from the Kruger National Park Babeni Gate. This is my stopover, getting something to eat here from the cooler box, and also having a leg stretch, because man, I was going in second gear 20 to like 30-40 kilometers up hills. What I want to show you though, let's have a look at this. Here is electric power fuel station. This is insane. I know that there is Toyota, Jaguar, BMW and Audi that are in South Africa with electric vehicles. A lot of them are half-half, so half fuel, half electric. It's not a very big thing yet in South Africa, but I am super passionate about this. My mom and I have full solar at home, so we run completely off solar. If there's good enough sun, which in September we will definitely have more than good enough sun. But this to me is amazing. This is the future. I would love to have an electric car. I've driven a Tesla before in Hawaii, absolutely loved it. If you want to get good food here, you want to stretch your legs, this is a great place. And also it's clean, it's healthy, it's clean, there is healthy food, and it is
safe. There's a beautiful restaurant over there in the corner called Millie's. There's the cafe over here that's got takeaway food. And then on this side here, you have Steers and Mug and Bean. And I think there's also Seattle Coffee. Oh, and there's, yeah, Steers. Mug and Bean is definitely a good option. Wherever you are in South Africa, there's a Mug and Bean. Go to Mug and Bean.
Hello ladies and gents, so I'm getting ready to take a little bit of a break, watch some TV and eat my dinner because I have not eaten much today. And as I come out of my room, there's a whole herd of buffalo. Now if you did not know, buffalo are one of the most dangerous animals in Africa due to the fact that they are super unpredictable. But the reason these buffalo are here is because they get fed. This is an area that gets very dry in winter. This is a hunting farm. Yes, a hunting farm. So let's talk something very different. When it comes to nature conservation, there's multiple ways of conserving nature, and hunting is a huge part of nature conservation. No matter where you are, no matter what game reserve, hunting or culling is part of that ecosystem. And we're going to get more into detail as this video goes along, or maybe later, tomorrow morning, we'll get more into this. Let me show you what these guys are up to. Are you somebody who wants an experience? Because wherever I go, I seem to find the craziest experiences. Take the wheel off, and then I can get to my drawer system here at the back. There's two things that I want. Number one, I want this. Number two, some long pants could be nice. Stuff. Not cold. It's okay. Let's give it a few seconds. It's pretty cold. It's about as cold as home. Hunting has been one of the most debated conversations for a very long time now, and how it plays into conservation is one of the key elements to this topic of conversation. Now, my thoughts on this is that hunting has been around since the dawn of time. The San people, the Bushman people, which were the first indigenous tribe people to walk on this earth, South Africa, Africa continent, and then from the inception of the European travelers, which would be the 1400s was the Portuguese, the 1600s were the French Portuguese, the 1700s were the Dutch, the 1800s were the British, and every single one of these colonies hunted. And ivory trade was a big thing. Rhino horn was actually a big thing 100, 200 years ago, easily. It just wasn't as common knowledge. And there are a lot of game farms, what we call game. Animals are called game. There are a lot of game farms in South Africa, and actually in Southern Africa specifically, all the way up. I can't actually speak for further up from Southern Africa up because I just haven't experienced it. But in South Africa, there's a lot of game farms.
And there's a lot of animals that are, in a way, kept and bred naturally to be hunted. And it is a huge industry because people want to hunt. People want the experience of what it's like to walk and track an animal and shoot that animal. I myself have done this, and it is an incredible experience. I hunted, if I'm not mistaken, I hunted a kudu, I hunted a blesbok, and I hunted a impala. 3 animals. I was 17 years old, and I did it at the age where I was coming of age. So it was actually a really influential time and a really impactful experience. And I think the misconception about hunting is that these days people just hunt because they want to hunt and because it's fun. Yes, there are people that hunt because it's fun, and I don't necessarily agree with just hunting for fun, especially when it comes to predators and your bigger animals. Unless there is just cause, and that is a conservation effort, and they have to do it, and there can be money generated to put back into that game reserve or that community, and it actually gets done. Because a lot of hunting happens, and that money that's said to be generated that would go to conservation, it doesn't. It goes into someone's pocket, and this is very scary because it's kind of turning a good thing into a double bad thing, if that makes sense, for lack of better verbiage. So for me, hunting, it plays a role in balancing the ecosystem. So like I'm in a hunting reserve right now. There is no predators like lion or leopard or cheetah. Maybe there's naturally occurring hyena, brown hyena and spotted hyena. But because there's none of those big predators, the animal population grows year after year after year after year. Now, the land has a capacity threshold. So it can handle a certain amount of animals. So 1,000 hectares or 3,000 acres can handle 500 animals, a herd of 500 animals. And if they have more than 500, let's say it's 10 or 20 or 30, that's not too bad. But as soon as it starts getting 50 more or 100 more or 200 more, that's when overgrazing can occur. Then there won't be enough food for all the animals. And what overgrazing does is it turns the land barren. And when it rains, erosion will be caused. And erosion can damage the soil and the nutrients in the soil for a generation, for a decade. Sorry, not a generation, for a decade. Which can have even more damaging effects on the environment. So hunting plays an important role where there are not predators. And that money that's generated can be used to build a lodge that can educate people, can be used to build schools, can be used to do community outreach programs, pick up litter, all of this stuff. And I myself am actually thinking of getting back into the art of hunting. I am a hunter-gatherer in the way I eat. So I do not eat dairy, and I do not eat any commercial meat. So I only eat venison meat, and I only eat fish. Fish is a luxury when I can get it, which is maybe in 3 months, I might eat fish 3 or 5 times. Like, it's very rare that I actually get fish. So I more often than not eat venison, and there's a butcher where I live where they hunt animals sustainably from a farm. So there's a selection process as to which animals are hunted. The mature animals, obviously not your breeding ones, because you want the genes to be passed on so that you have good future generations. But you do want to hunt the ones that become either problem animals or start becoming bachelors or start becoming just loners. They're basically going to waste, and it's the end of their lifespan. That's when it becomes valuable to a hunter or to a game farm. Now, I myself, as a hunter-gatherer, would love to go back to the way my ancestors used to live. They would hunt and they would gather. I gather from farms, from shops, as organic as I can get, and I would love to hunt my own animals and turn that meat into biltong, into steaks, into mince, into anything that I can turn it into and keep it. I could sell it to my family for a very discounted price. Like meat in South Africa is over 100 to 150, 200 rand a kg. Venison meat, if you shot your own animal, you could sell it to, not like you're trying to make money, but you're just trying to get that money back that you spent on the animal. You could sell it to your family or your friends for 30 or 40 or 50 rand a kilogram. And that's actually doing two good things. You are controlling the natural increase of these animals, and then you are using that animal in a beautiful way and giving it, passing it on to other people. That's how our ancestors used to live. I find that there's nothing wrong with that. The other flip side is when it's just shooting things for fun. That's what I don't agree with. So I would love to shoot my own animals and use this meat for, you could give it to the community, you can keep it for yourself, you can give it to family or friends, and it will also be a very spiritual thing, connecting back to where we used to come from. Let's go check the rooms out. Or let's go check the room out. Man, do I feel like a king to be staying in a chalet. I'm gonna start a fire now. 28, baby. Let's do this. I'm actually a little bit emotional. I want to tear up, and it's amazing. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, heaven. Feels like I'm on. It feels like I'm in the Kruger for the first time. Like I've never been to the Kruger, or I've never been to the Kgalagadi. Like for me, I go to the Kruger so much that coming here is quite special, because I don't come here as much, but I know it's got the potential that Kruger does. You can see so many wonderful things in this place, and it's like the complete opposite. It's the complete paradox of the Kruger. It's a desert. It's really wild, and there are animals you get here that you don't get in the Kruger, like brown hyena and Gemsbok and a lot of African wildcat, which you do get in the Kruger, but there's a lot of African wildcat here and a lot of owls, which is so exciting. Welcome to the Kalahari, to the Kgalagadi Transfrontier National Park. This is amazing, guys. I am so excited to be here. I shed a little tear, as you saw when I got to the chalet. Although this is an amazing moment and amazing day, this is the end of one vlog and the beginning of a new vlog. So thank you so much for watching this video. I really appreciate you. Please subscribe and hit the like button, because being part of this Experience Africa family is all about connecting you to nature, people, food, experiences, which South Africa is full of. There's so much to do and learn in South Africa. I've driven down here before, and on the way down here I was like, I have no idea. Like, you live in a little bubble and you think that's what you know, and then you leave and you get to another place and you're like, wow, there's so much to see and so much to learn. So please join, because the next video is going to be about the Kalahari. Today I'm at Tuaferin in a chalet. Tomorrow I'm in the Sob, which is right at the top, and then from there I go to Mata Mata. So within 3 days you're going to see basically the whole park. Amazing. See you next time.